of this club. For holiness, it is not a luxury in a few. It is a simple duty each one of us. And through this love, we can become holy. Through this love of one another, today when I have received the reward, and I personally am unworthy, but I am grateful and I am very happy to receive the award in the name of hungry, in the name of crippled, in the name of leprous, in the name of blind, in the name of naked. All those people who feel they were unwanted, unloved, uncared, thrown away from society, and people become a burden on society. In their name, I accept this award, and I am sure this award is going to bring understanding love between rich and our poor. Our poor people are great people. They are loving people. They don't need pity and sympathy. They need just understanding love. They need a respect. They need that we treat them dignity. One thing I want to share with you all that the greatest destroyer of the peace today are the cry of innocent unborn child. So today, let us make a strong resolution to save every little child, every unborn child, and God give us courage to protect the unborn child. And child is the greatest gift of God to his family, to his nation, to his world. Thank you and have a good day. Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to call Rajni Khanna of 9D.
I am Rajni Khanna of Standard 9D from Raman House. Today I am here to say our declamation speech on the topic of Standard 9D from Raman House. Today I am here to say our declamation speech on the topic Rise with Destiny by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India, to the Indian Constituent Assembly in the Parliament House on the eve of India's first independence toward midnight on 14th August 1947. Long years ago, we made our rise with destiny. Now the time has come when we shall redeem our place by not wholly or in full measure, but very substantially. At the stroke of midnight hours, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom. A moment's come, but very rarely in history, when we step out from the old to the new. When the age ends, when the soul of nation long suppressed to find utterance. His speech went on to pay homage to Mahatma Gandhi's effort in the independence struggle of India and called upon his countrymen to work together to build up a prosperous nation. And to create social, economic and democratic, which ensures justice and fullness of life to every citizen of India. All of us, of whatever religion we may belong, are equally the children of India with equal rights, privileges and obligations. We cannot encourage communalism and narrow-mindedness. No nation can be great whose people are narrow in mind, whose people are narrow in thought and in action. Thank you and a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you, Rajni. Now I would like to call Harsh
freedom. India has 10% growth rate in many areas. Our poverty levels are falling. Our achievements are being globally recognized in the world. Yet, we lack of self-confidence. Lack of self-confidence to see as a developed nation. Isn't this incorrect? My second reason for India is that of development. In 50 years of our nation, we are being in a developing nation. Now, it's time to see us together as a developed nation. We are top of the 5 of the nation in terms of GDP. I have a third vision. India must stand up to the world. I believe unless India stand up to the world, no one will respect us. Only strength respect the strength. Not only in military power, but also in economic power. Both must be go hand in hand. I say you must proclaim India is not underdeveloped nation. You say it is highly developed nation. You say our government is inefficient. You say our laws are too old. You say the municipality does not pick up the garbage. You say the phones are not working. The railways are due. The airlines is the worst in the world. You say our country has been fed to the dogs in absolute pit. You say and say. But what do you do about this? Dear Indians, I am going J.F. Kennedy's words to relate its fellow Americans, to relate the Indians. Ask India what we can do for them and do what has to make India what America and other countries are today. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to call Mansi Kumari of 12th B.
Good morning, respected principal sir, honorable judges, teachers, and all my dear friends. I am Mansi of class 12B. Today, I am going to declaim a speech given by Kiran Bedi from the stage of TED Talks. So, ladies and gentlemen, now I am going to tell you about a story. It's an Indian story about an Indian woman. Let me begin with my parents. I am a product of this visionary mother and father. Many years ago, when I was born, in 50s and 60s, they didn't belong to girls in India. They belonged to boys. They belonged to boys who inherited business from their parents and joined business. And girls would be dolled up to get married. My parents, sorry.
Thank you, Mansi. Now I would like to call Samya Parveen of 10B.
Good morning, respected principals, honorable teachers, judges, and everyone present here. I am Shana and I am standing 10 from Papa House, standing before you to present a speech by Indira Gandhi at the Golden Jubilee of Impress College for Women in New Delhi on November 23, 1974. So, an ancient Sanskrit says, woman is the home and home is the basis of society. As it is, we build our home that we can build our country. If the home is inadequate, either inadequate in the wood materials and necessities or inadequate in the sort of living, friendly and loving, which is necessary for every child to grow and develop, then that country cannot have harmony. And a country which does not have harmony cannot grow in any direction at all. That is why women education is more important than the education of boys and men. We. And by we I do not mean only we in India, but the whole world neglected women. It's very recent. Of course not to you, but when I was a child. The story of the early days of women's education in England was very current. Everybody had remembered what happened in the early days. I remember what used to happen here. I still remember the days when living in old Delhi. Even as a small child of 7 or 8, I used to go out in a doli and when I left the house. We did not just walk. Girls did not walk in the street. First, you had your sari with which you covered your head. Then you had any other shawl or something with which you covered your body and hand. Then you had a white shawl with which everything was covered again. With which you can cover your body and everything was covered again. And fortunately, your face was open. Then you were in the doli which was covered by another cloth again, and this was in a community and family which did not. This was my community. Now I would like to call Palak from 9th C.
Good morning to respected principal sir, honorable teachers, and all my dear friends. I am Palak of class 9C. I am Palak of class 9C from Bhava House, and today I am going to deliver a short speech on the topic Nelson Mandela. I am prepared for that. African wants to be paid for living wages. African wants to perform work which they are capable of and not what the government has declared them to be capable of. We want to live where we can obtain work, and because we are born there, we want to live where we can be free. We want to be allowed and not to be popularized because we want to be allowed and not to be obliged to live in rented houses because which we can never call our home. We want to live where we can be free and always have the courage to speak ourselves and express our feelings.
Good morning, respected principals, teachers, judges, and all my dear friends. I, Ashutosh Upadhyay, of the standard 11B, standing on behalf of declare a speech given by a famous personality. He was also known as the man of belief, a man with uncommon courage, and a man who says that every person has his duty towards his family, community, and nation. Yes, I am talking about Nelson Mandela, and I am going to declare the speech whose name was I Have a Dream. I am saying to my friends that I have a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that my nation will rise up and will follow the truth that every human being are built this way. I have a dream that my 4 little children will live in a society in which anyone is not discriminated on the basis of the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have fought against the white domination and I have fought against the black domination, but I have cherished for the society. It is a society in which everyone is democratic Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you, Anand. Now I'd like to call Ankit Kumar from LALA. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ankit Gupta from class 10C of LAJPAT House, standing before you to deliver the speech of APJ Abdul Kalam. I am with you. I would like to talk about knowledge. What is knowledge? What are its components? According to me, knowledge is equals to creativity plus righteousness plus courage. Not only what you will learn in your syllabus, but the way teachers salute, the way teacher all become education. And this interrelated way is knowledge. I said the knowledge is equals to creativity plus righteousness plus courage. What is creativity? Creativity leads to thinking. Thinking provides knowledge and knowledge makes you great. When there is beauty in the character, there is harmony in the whole. When there is harmony in the whole, there is order in the nation. When there is harmony in the whole, there is peace in the world. If righteousness filed in you, you finally become world-class citizen, an India-like citizen. That's why second component is righteousness. Third component that is courage. Courage to lead impossible, discover impossible. Leads to invent. Leads to think different. Leads to travel into an unexplored path. Courage combat the problems and succeed, and their unique qualities of youth. I am giving you 4 tips to succeed in life. Number 1, great aim. Number 2, continuously acquire knowledge. Number 3, do hard work. And number 4, receive here and succeed. As a youth of my nation, I will work with courage to achieve the success in all the mission. Thank you.